everybody, this is HardlyBardly, and we are back to Long Live the Queen. When we last left off, we had just gotten word that these people had shown up with diplomats from this one area, so we've got to basically discuss peace for Mr. Pedophile and his country, or his little province, or whatever. So anyway, I'm just like one dialogue bar ahead of where we were last time. So last time, the king consort Jocelyn's like, hey, we got some people that showed up. So anyway, here we go. We have Mr. Creepy again. You have the full support of my sister and myself, your highness. Bryn, Duchess of Hellas, Countess of Dysnomia? Places these people are from sound like diseases. Like, really weird diseases that would, like, make your feet fall off and stuff, you know? Okay, anyway. Duchess of Hellas, age 33. Brother Banyan, Duke of Marie. Brother Bennett, Earl Consort of Dis. Single. Well, let's get this over with. Novan history failed. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I am sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones, no? We will forget about your unprovoked attacks against us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. Foreign affairs failed. We can be good neighbors again, without any lives being lost. So, foreign affairs failed, foreign intelligence failed. So we can surrender province, offer him money if Ixion withdraws, bluff/intimidate, or execute him. I got the feeling that both of these would cause a war, and there's already been enough death. And surrendering the province where those two lived would probably tick him off. And her, both of them, siblings. Let's just pay him to shut up and go. That is not acceptable. All the land north of the river belongs to us. We are willing to offer you some payment in exchange for the inconvenience you have suffered, but nothing more. I believe we could settle this matter for 8,000 golden lassie. Wow, that's a lot. It's an awful lot of money. Counting trade logistics failed. Well, let's agree. Very well. One pressured. Negotiating like this is stressful. So, yeah. Let's go play with some toys again. And now her mood has changed to yielding. One day, princess, one day we shall make you happy again. In the meantime, let's take a look at your skills. So we have extra bonuses to faith, agility, wow, weapons is way down, royal demeanor, history. So let's take some classes on presence, because we need that a lot. So let's take those classes. You practice wearing the royal regalia and looking at yourself in the mirror. Young as you are a queen of the blood. You are your mother's daughter. You are a force to be reckoned with. So yes, get out those positive affirmations with Skeletor, Elodie, because you need them. You stare at yourself in the mirror and practice focusing and transmitting energy with only your eyes, turning the intensity of your gaze on and off at will. You practice using different styles of breathing in order to feel more energetic and to let that energy surround you for others to share. It's actually a very good lesson to learn. There are reports of a Keithong that has been sighted leaving the old forest. Lore failed, Novan history failed. Lore failed? No, I thought you were doing okay with that. What's a Keithong? A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak, and spikes on its back. Well, that must look like a pretty unfortunate creature. Eek! Several disappearances in southern Kalori are already thought to be the work of this creature. What should we do? Should we send hunters? The traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Well, dude, you are really apathetic on things. And I thought you were supposed to, like, you know, be training your daughter. Like you said you would guide her and stuff, and it seems like you just kind of hold yourself up in your room, buddy. I mean, you know, I can understand that. You lost a spouse and all that, but, I mean, you got a kid. Just, wow, dude. Wow. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angry and waste more lives. So, we should just let it eat people? Everyone dies in the end. Wow. I mean, you know, he's kind of a jerk and has no tact, but at the same time, you know, dude, my heart goes out to you, man. Seriously, but shape up, you got a kid you need to teach. One, they're depressed. Well, yeah, that conversation would definitely make anybody depressed. You just let them hate everybody. It's a good thing you were the king consort and not the king, yeah? You just let people eat each other. Or let things eat people. If you let people eat each other, then that's cannibalism, and that's not something that's covered in this game. Anyway, let's try to cheer her up again. And she's still feeling the pressure. She's still feeling yielding. So, let's check skills. We'll do presence again, and elegance. Presence and elegance. You plant your feet in a strong stance, imagining that you are a tree deeply rooted in the earth. You can feel that power within you and know that you will not be pushed aside. You practice walking along a narrow rail, taking each step carefully and focusing on your balance. There is a woman here to see you. She wishes crowdfunding for a project. See, there's another one of those I was telling you about. Thank you for seeing me, Your Royal Highness. I come to you on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatment. Herbs plus battlefield medicine equals failed. Oh, right. I was going to learn battlefield medicine because it looks so cool, and I forgot to go back to it. Putting all the sick people together, wouldn't that make them die even faster? I mean, you know, I could see your point, but at the same time, small child, small pig-haired child. I must pat you on the head. I can't actually do that, so I'm just going to use that with the mouse pointer. We are not interested. Now you turn down the hospital and you turn down a printing press, child. Your poor empire is just going to kill itself off. But at least we can make you happy. Be cheerful. Go play with your toys. And you're still yielding. Nyeh. Let's go back and learn more battlefield medicine. Because awesome. Oh. Maybe a little bit more presence and elegance. Yeah, presence. Battlefield medicine. Yeah, go. Okay, so you learn that soldiers should never sleep in damp clothes or on damp ground. This isn't healthy. You practice focusing your attention on individuals as you pass, letting them feel a brief connection with you before you formally acknowledge them with a nod. Your skill and presence is now 50. You may not increase this skill until other royal demeanor skills are 25 or higher. Okay, this is what I was trying to remember earlier. Okay, I can't remember if it was in this video or the last video, but yeah, this is what I was talking about. Your skill has to be like a certain amount in each one before you can go even higher. And they only go up to 100, so I think it's been a while. Anyway, you are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Kevin. Or Kevon? I'll go with Kevin. Earl of Io. Your Highness, this slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits that she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Who are you? Earl of Io, age 33. Mother Eris, Duchess of Lilla. Father Nalin, Duke of Mead, deceased. Sister Khorasan, Duchess of Mead. Sister Charmion, Duchess Consort of Kigal. Has several younger half-siblings. Which sister? Khorasan, the Duchess of Mead. So, yeah, if you didn't know about the sisters, you could pull that up to see that. Is she alright? Novan history failed. She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice it is. Them devils killed me brother and broke me mom's heart. Lied to her, they did, and when she went to see why he did not come back, said he'd gone for a soldier when he never would. He wasn't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. Internal Fouls fared. I don't know what this is all about. Either way, murder is a serious crime, but... Put her to work, imprison her, execute her. Well, let's see. She tried to kill somebody, but it didn't work. And... well, we put her to work, she could get loose, but she also says that they tried to kill her brother, so, well, let's just put her to work. This woman failed in her goals. She harmed no one. I do not require her life. If she's kept far away from your sister's court, she will no longer be a threat. You're going to forgive her? I mean, denturing her, not pardoning her. She will serve as a heavy laborer in northern Ursul. She should be made an example of. She should be drawn and quartered in a public square. I have spoken. God's bless you, miss. So, I mean, you know, there's a possibility that, you know, they killed one of her relatives, but she also tried to kill somebody there. So, it seems like we're missing out on quite a bit of story because we did not pass certain skills. So, there's that little tidbit for you to go back and find. So, anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am. So, anyway, we're going to keep going. I'm going to try to make this little child feel better about herself. I'm going to try to make her cheerful, and I'm not giving up until that happens. So, be cheerful, child. Be cheerful. And I guess if I want to do that, like, I'm going to have to make her a little bit more willful after I get cheerful up so high. So, she'll feel a little bit better there. So, but if I do that right now, I might make her too angry, and I don't want her angry, I just want her to be happy! Okay, going back up here, let's see, medicine, let's see, and we've got battlefield medicine up pretty high, oh, we've got quite a thing up here, but we also don't know much of any history either, so let's do composure on the first one, and then we'll do a little bit of history. So let's do some Novan history and learn a few things about our own country, which you think this would have been taught at home a long time ago, you know, like passed around in letters and stuff, but you know, apparently Daddy ain't much of a teacher here. Okay, so for composure, you practice deep breathing exercises, learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. And for Novan history, you read about the history of your domain. Hundreds of years ago, Nova was the center of a great empire, spanning the length of the western coast as well as a few island territories. Over time, your influence has waned. As you're walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. Divination failed. Falcons failed. It's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. And here I thought our divination was up pretty high, but I guess not. So, let's do a walk in the garden. One lonely and one cheerful. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget about the burdens on your shoulders. Still a sad face. She's very sad-faced. And if I don't hurry up, she's going to be lonely instead of cheerful. So we've still got, like, this up pretty high here. So let's learn a little bit more about Novan history. So, history. Nova's history involves an endless slew of names and dates. Even as small as it's become, there are 10 dukedoms, no, 11 now, plus the royal line. You hope no one expects you to memorize every lineage. No individual may hold more than one dukedom, but nobles seek noble spouses, so titles often come together before being parceled out to heirs. Your father is Duke of Calori, his brother is Duke of Mazamba. Bryn, Duchess of Hellas, is the sister of Banyan, Duke of Marie, and so on. So, Banyan and Bryn were the two we were talking about earlier. Okay. Arest, Duchess of Lilla, is the mother of the Duchess of Mead, the mother-in-law of Duke of Kigal, and the stepmother of the future Duke of Ilath. People sometimes call her Nova's Eastern Queen. Eastern Queen, so we might have a rival there. Who knows? Right. Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be a public celebrations for commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball, there will be dancing. As queen, you will be expected to lead the procession and take part in ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean, not safe? Outside of the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means you harm, think on it now, decide later. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Bryony. I went to school with her, but she's a couple of years older than me. Her mother is a Duchess of Mead. Or the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently, her Uncle Kevin is absolutely furious about that woman's trial. Oh, so Bryony is apparently related to that crazy guy from earlier. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have to suggest to her. I'm so tongue-tied. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest to her. So, let me grab some water, folks. Sorry about that. So getting tongue-tied. It's not even funny. So, let's see. Let's do +2 to willful, +1 to lonely, and see if that changes her to cheerful. You sneak out of the castle to have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds out. And she's lonely. Aww. Poor kid. So, we just made our child even sadder. So, let's see. Let's do public speaking. Yay, public speaking. The biggest fear that most people have. And we're going to put our lonely little child through it. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of the room. You memorize lists and sonnets, then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. Poor staff. Your teacher asks you questions about made-up nonsense, pushing you to improvise answers smoothly and swiftly without having to worry about them being correct. Okay, that sounds like fun. You read collections of famous historical speeches and practice saying them convincingly in a dramatic fashion. Oh, okay, that actually sounds like fun too. Both of these sound like fun. I should do both of these at some point. That would be fun. Okay, and it says my public speaking skill is now 50. Today is the procession and planting for the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. It says, I will lead the parade. I will parade and make a speech. I would rather not go. Let's do the parade. 1 cheerful, 1 willful, 1 pressured. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. My little girl. You prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. Decoration failed, elegance failed. At the end of the route, you help the priestesses turn over the earth for the new tree to be planted. After the blessings are read, you hold up your hands and call for silence so that you can speak. Public speaking success! Woo! My affectionate greetings to you all, and my thanks, for it is the people that make this domain great. We are here today to celebrate the gifts of the good lady, the promise of fertility and new birth. Winter always comes, but winter is followed by spring. Each of us faces hardships, but we grow back stronger than ever. Now, it is the time for new beginnings, and for my beginning as your queen. Your words are met with great applause. Yay! The procession regroups to return to the castle. So yay, we didn't die on that one. Woo! So far, so good. So, let's see. Let's return to the treasury and see. No! Present's partial success. Accounting still failed. So, yay! We finally got her to cheerful! Oh my goodness, yay! She's smiling! Oh goodness, yay! That took too long. It took a lot longer than I'd wanted it to. But yay, she's smiling! But for how long? Okay, so if we move Lonely up just a little bit more to pressure, she'll be fine. Okay, so what bonuses does she get for being happy? Athletics, that makes sense. Conversation, that makes sense too. Agility, we still have that. Weapons are down. I figured that would, if you're happy, you could go play with your weapons. I guess maybe if you were angry. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look. Let's do... Let's do running. Let's do a little bit of running, shall we? Some running! Some more running. That way, if we get attacked, we can outrun people. We can be Sonic the Hedgehog. We can be Elodie the Hedgehog. I mean, she's got pink hair. She's got the whole Amy Rose thing going on here. You practice walking at a brisk but comfortable pace for a set length of time every day. You switch back and forth between a brisk walk and a light bouncing jog. Not too fast, you're building up endurance rather than speed. You steadily increase the proportion of time you spend jogging with shorter breaks of walking to recharge your energy. So, considering you're just doing this in the span of 2 weeks, I kind of wonder if she would be overdoing it, but, she's 14, she's young, she can do it. Okay. And Jocelyn King Dowager, Duke of Colores says, "Are you ready for the grand ball?" And all the nobles in the domain are here to see you. To see their queen. Gulp. And that's where we're going to leave off this time. So next time, folks, we are going to come back and we are going to go to the ball and we're going to see how many more tests we have either passed or failed. So here's hoping that our skills we got up to this point are going to come in handy. So I will see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video, and hit that notification bell so you can actually get more updates for when I post. So you all have a wonderful night. Goodbye!